Hi, my name is Jake Gibson. I've been playing drums in a live sense since I was 14 years old, and I grew up with drumsticks in my hand.
Jake wasn't even a year old. Anyway, Kim bought a drum kit and set it up in the living room. When he got strong enough to hold the sticks, he would be in his walker playing the air drums. But when I would be in the kitchen cooking, the cabinet next to the stove, I had a lot of plastic bowls and things that he would pull out and play the drums on the bowls. And then when Ken got the drum kit, he got an instructional video by Dino Fossey. And Jake used to lay on the floor looking up at the TV at that video of Dino Fossey and just go through that video repeatedly.
Playing drums is everything for me. It has helped me through the worst times in my life imaginable and kept me alive, really, to say more than anything.
After he finished his fourth grade year, we actually homeschooled him for 2 years. You know, the normal education, reading, writing, arithmetic. And then Connie insisted that he and his sister, both being homeschooled, they had to pick up an extracurricular interest. And Jake picked the drums. Well, the rule was that they had to spend at least an hour doing that, pursuing that. And then they were through with their studies for the day. Well, that would be, by 1 o'clock they should have been through, just after lunch. Generally, when that started, when I'd get home from work, say 5 or 6 o'clock, Jake was still playing the drums.
Playing Mapex drums has been nothing but awesome for me. A Mapex Pro-M series, they're a solid kit and you get the best sound recording and live out of them. Those drums have been with me through my entire live career as a musician, and I would love nothing more than to keep playing Mapex forever.
My name is TD Benton, and I play drums and sing for a band called White Collar Sideshow. I worked at a music store for 5 years selling drums, and then I taught lessons for 3 years while transforming into a professional musician. I had about 30 students. Jake was one of my best students. He gave 150% every time. He went home and rehearsed, he practiced, and every time he would come back to a lesson, man, he was fantastic. I never had to reteach Jake anything. He's a great drummer, and I could tell he's very passionate about drums.
Influences for my drumming style, they go back to John Bonham, Neil Peart. Vinnie Paul is a huge inspiration to me in playing hard rock music. Chris Adler, who's also a Mapex player, who does a great example of showing what Mapex can do.
We've been on the road for a while, so coming back in from the road was the first time that I've seen Jake after teaching him for the last few years. And him drumming live, and actually seeing him playing with the band and his performance was very energetic, very eccentric, and man, he was right on. He did a sweet job, perfect timekeeper, and very entertaining. So I was very impressed by him, and man, he's just a good dude, just a really good dude.
The Violet Hour is the first band that I have toured with. I've spent a lot of hours in this band. I've dealt with other drum kits before that were a little harder to adjust and kind of move things, and I really like to be able to have a specific, setup when I play, and Mapex allows me to do that fully. Also, taking drums on the road, Mapex is a great kit to be able to pack up. Everything stores well. Nothing more I'd rather travel with than a Mapex drum kit.
Oh, my daddy gave me the ammunition.
I've known Jake Gibson since we were both in high school, which was around 10 years ago. Hands down, he's the best drummer I've ever worked with. Jake is versatile, he is passionate, and committed to his craft.
The heartbeat of the band is given by the drummer. Our drummer is phenomenal. He can keep a beat during a complicated section of the song where everybody's going all different ways, and somehow he's able to pull it all back together.
He is controlled, but he's also very creative.
Yeah, I've known Jake Gibson for a long time. We actually go back all the way down into high school, was in a band together then. Right away, Jake just impressed me as just a really solid drummer.
Jake consistently produces very good work.
He's just really solid, always on top of the beat.
He never fails to impress all the producers we work with and our management team.
My name is Jake Gibson. I'm the drummer for the Violet Hour, and I play Mapex.